we are here with another Kludge GAC. With any luck, I'll have the computer back next week. I don't know if I'll have it back in time for GAC, but I should have it back. Anyway, let's get on with it. Here we are with this one. Again, because I don't have my computer and I'm doing this weirdly, this was recorded last night, technically, on my phone, and I've imported the file to the laptop, and I am watching the footage while recording this commentary. So there's going to be no in-game commentary, in-game music or sound effects, I'm afraid. But yeah, so this is what we got going for us right now. So let's get it on. We're going to be facing Mini Super Dumper. And see, there we go. We are recording. And this is his. So as you can see, he's got every galactic legend. I want to point that out. He has every galactic legend. That is a lot of galactic legends. And then I believe I pull up my roster very quickly. Yep, pulling up my roster. So real quick review. You can probably tell what's going on here. With Marin, we are tweaking her mods. Darth Maul, that's who we're working on for Leviathan. Seventh Sister, Kier Junda, Tarful, and Saw Gerrera, we are all slow farming when we have the chance to. Night Sister Spirit, I'm working on getting her to low relics, mainly just to have something to do with my ship energy. I've done it with other people, like Stormtrooper Han. I think he was on the roster last week. He is Relic 1. Eventually I will get him higher for datacrons and stuff, but right now relic materials are very precious and they're all going to Maul. But they're just little side projects. Once I've got the computer back and on the bye week, I'll probably do a full roster review, because some stuff has happened in the 2 months since we've done a normal update. But I did want to show off Marin for that potency, 227.63%. As of recording, that is the highest potency. I'm not going to say in the game because not everybody's on .gg, but according to .gg, that is the highest potency in the game. The number 2 person is at 225. I randomly looked when I had her at 216 or so and saw that I was in 16th place, I think it was. And so I just started slicing her mods. So she is now at 227. Unfortunately, she has a speed arrow. I have a potency set health primary arrow. I need to slice it up more because right now it's about 5% potency less than the mod she's got right now. But so, yep, most potency in the game. Probably doesn't matter, or most potent Marin in the game. And here we are on the journey guide. Going back to Marin really quickly, the most potent characters in the game overall are Boosh. The entire top 50 is Booshes. But, okay, so here we are on Leviathan Journey Guide. As you can see, I finished the Mark 6 Interceptor. It's a Cantina farm, so it was quick to finish. We're working on the TIE Dagger right now. We've got 5 more shards than are showing. TIE Dagger is a light side hard node for 20 energy, so pretty expensive. The only saving grace is generally ships give you better results when you're farming them. Last night I was at 50%, so I did 10 tries and got 5 shards. So I've got a month. So right now I think a single refresh is going to be enough to get me the TIE Dagger. And once the TIE Dagger's done and Maul's done, I'm done. And or Darth Maul. I don't think my Darth Maul is Relic 6 yet. I think he's still Relic 5. And so, as you can see, we have everybody else done. All that's left is Darth Maul and the Thai Dorito. So we are on pace to unlock Leviathan. I won't be dumping a bunch of crystals to 7-star it, but I will have it. So, yeah, here's where we were when I was able to get around to it. I do have a final score. I'll go over that at the very end. But as you can see already, this is a tough defense we're facing. So we've got Luke, Vader, Traya, Kenobi. There's 6 GLs on defense. I'll just spoil it right now. I'm going to the bottom zone next. I wasn't even sure if I was going to bother, because we've got 3 GLs and Starkiller down here. So I decided to I did a couple non-standard things. But first of all, we're facing Rey. Rey with nothing special at all. A pretty generic Rey. So we'll go with a pretty generic counter. But we will dump Visas, because by and large, most of the time, if someone's going to die, it's going to be the Whirlwind, and you can't res that anyway. So I'm going to take Cal. I know my Cal is only Relic 4. I would like him to be Relic 5, but priorities. Also, that is unaligned Cal, not Jedi Cal. Oh, obviously, you can see that 3 of the requirements I have aren't there yet. They aren't even finished farming. So, standard set. I was hemming and hawing on what I wanted to do for the Datacron, so we switched to this one. This is a pretty standard fight. I have been lucky these past 2 weeks. I've been facing Rey teams that do not have Ben. And while this is playing out, this is nothing that you haven't seen a million times before. Last week we went 2 for 3. We lost the one that we recorded, and I won the next 2. They were both mediocre wins. Or did I only win 1? Maybe I only won 1. I honestly don't remember. I think I won 2, and it was just, they... 1 week they got hung up. They dropped 1 fight and gave up, because I think I went through their whole team without any problems. Real quick, what I'm doing here is I'm trying to spread around the damage, because I want this to do as much as it can. And it didn't do as much as I had hoped. But basically it was try to get everybody down close to immunity, but not over immunity, so that the Star Destroyer will just drop them outright, just to make it a little faster, but that didn't quite work out. And I don't know why I bothered doing that. I didn't need it. And yeah, it just smack everybody and wait for them to drop. So I'll skip ahead a little bit, because this is, we've all seen this. I'm sure we've all done this. This is basically just how Starkiller matches go once you drop Rey. It's just waiting for people to drop. There we go. And done. 4 max banners. Pretty standard. And what do we do next? Yeah, I was just sitting here. I was really unsure of how I wanted to do it, because this was a kind of rough defense. Okay, we're doing this next. Yeah, checking what he's got. Retribution is annoying, but luckily it only applies to the lobster. So I was like, that's not too bad. We'll just go standard. Nothing special. And I took a protection Kron, just to jack that up a little bit. And again, there's not really much of anything to see here. This turns out pretty good, but it's not anything special. I did that because I wanted to get the stun out, so I just I didn't do it so much for the healing as to give the turn to Luke, because I wanted to make everybody calm down a little bit. And we're trying to get rid of Hux, so now we can get turn meter. And smacking him around. Yeah, that hurts. And then it's like, oh wait, no, I want to drop Lobster. Let me smack him a bit. I was hoping to stun him. That's what I was aiming for there, but it didn't work. Lobster hits, and it kind of hurts, but not too much. He's only Relic 5. I'm not... And then, at this point, I swore, because oftentimes that dive is what kills Revan. My Revan's only Relic 3. But it didn't. So I was like, alright, well, we'll just keep going. Drop you, and go ahead and drop you. And we had Foresight. And then we just keep passing it to... Put that up to that it'll benefit him. But we keep passing it to Hoda. Yeah, look at that. Look at how bad... He's in bad shape. Keep passing it to Hoda for the healing. That, and it's like, okay, refreshed. And we do that to do a lot of healing and for the Foresight, so that swipe does nothing. It may still raise his mastery. That was a mistake. It may still raise his mastery, but I don't think it actually... well, it can't lower Jedi Master Luke's. And so, there, done. 63 banners. Honestly... That's pretty good against SLKR. I'm pleased with that. And I go back out. Oh no, we're just going for Jabba. Oh right, because I saw Chrysanthemum doesn't have the Omicron, and they're all Relic 5. I was not sure if I wanted to use Lord Vader, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to save him for somewhere else, but then I was like, you know what, we're just gonna go whole hog. And here I was trying to figure out who I wanted the 5th to be, because like, well, I want to save Darth Vader for Afra, and he's not going to do much. I'm like, I want to save Piet because I might use Troopers somewhere, but I do need a 5th, and I want someone that's got relics, so I was like, we'll use Tarkin. I misplay Tarkin a couple times in this fight. Or I misplay him once, and the computer misplays him once. But I was like, okay, pretty standard. So we open with that, and then we AOE. Yeah, this fight turns out, but there are some misplays in it. I'll point them out when we get to them. I'm coming up on the first one right now. Right here. That was a mistake. I should have passed turn to Maul, but I suppose it doesn't matter because he got the next turn. So then we smack around you and clear your buffs. Now, I should have just gone all in on Chrysanthemum to drop him, but I didn't. I switched to Boosh because she is the engine that drives this team. But she's also the engine that gives me ultimate charge. Oh, I went after him. Oh, okay. That was a mistake. Because when you reduce turn meter, you give everybody protection up. So that was a mistake. I should have just had him do a basic. It's not the end of the world, but it is annoying. Yeah, and then I switched over here because I saw how banged up she was. And I was hoping that the dots might kill her. Yeah, those Thrawn counterattacks are pretty great. 4. It's like, oh, you didn't kill her. And then Jabba cleanses. You know. So we get smacked around a little bit while they take 8 million turns. Okay, Boosh is down. And I was like, oh, I think I've got another round before my empire ends. And then I noticed that he's gaining ultimate charge. Oh, well, never mind. So that's why I switch over. Like, well, there's no sense in killing him now because I don't want to kill him twice if I don't have to. So I might as well smack around all the other guys and get rid of them. Basic. Turn to you. Pump them up some more. And big AoE to get the ability block. And then then I was like, oh yeah, we can go all in on Chrysanthemum. Excellent. Let's just drop Chrysanthemum. Let's just drop Chrysanthemum. Let's just... There! He's gone. And then we go to auto. Because Jabba takes forever to drop. And I thought maybe Tarkin wasn't using the AoE because there was only one dude. But that's not the case. Tarkin uses it. He uses it at some point. You're like, oh well, whatever. Boom, dead. 65 banners. Really nice for a Jabba, being able to drop him before he got his ult. And really only because Chrysanthemum was Relic 5. The others being Relic 5 makes it a little easier, but Chrysanthemum's the big one. That's why mine's Relic 8. I'm looking at this. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Because I thought he had stopped. I'm like, he's got 6 GLs on defense. He's only got C for offense. Maybe he just stopped and he's done. And so if I can beat 500, I win. So we're doing this. It's not a great Vader team, but it does have the dot cron. This will be important. But it's a low relic red guard. It's Stormtrooper instead of Maul. So I'm like, this isn't great, but I can work with this. I can do this. And then Bam gets fractured. It's like, ah. And so looking around, trying to figure out what I want to do. Armor shred. Then we have to do this so that we can actually use the disintegrate. Stuck behind the taunt, so alright, yeah, fine, we'll smack you around. Then I'm like, have everybody attack. That was actually kind of a mistake. And I get rid of Vader because I didn't want him to go into Merciless. I'm like, yes, getting rid of the tanks is important, but my opinion was Vader was the bigger threat because he would have done Merciless Massacre on his next turn. So I'm just trying to get rid of Red Guard. And keep everybody protected. Can't quite get rid of him. It's not quite going away. I'll just kick him now. Alright, he's gone. Vader ults, but he's getting a lot less for it. That really hurt, and I'm like, oh crap, he's going to die. But, there we go. Saved by Baby Yoda. That ability block is what really hurt. So we'll just keep flipping around, then we can smack around Thrawn, because we want to get rid of Thrawn. Because at the very least, we need to clean up, we need to drop the ads. And we got another more armor shred. We're taking some serious damage here. And doing almost nothing to show for it. And there goes Ban. So, heal. Kick you. It's like, I've got an Annihilate, might as well use it. And now everything just doesn't work out. We don't get our timing right, is what the problem is. The dazes are messing up our timing. So and part of that is my fault. I'm not timing them. I'm not timing the assist right, and it all just isn't lining up right with the turns. So that's on me. Because when Grief calls the assist, he dispels buffs. So I'm just not doing it right. And then I've lost it. It's like, okay, now I can't do it at all. And my hope is just that I can get some damage, but no. There goes Bosk. I'm like, well, let's see what this does. Almost nothing. So we've got a Lone Vader. I think I pull him up. Or not. Maybe I do that later. So I'm looking over what's left and trying to decide what I want to do. So it's like, okay, so with Vader, I'm trying to see who I want to use. Because, Boba's the guy. I'm looking and I'm thinking, and I'm like, this could work. Boba Fett's a scoundrel. This could work. Offense and protection. I think I'm trying to find something that'll help Boba Fett. Because basically this is a bunch of support for Boba Fett. But crit damage isn't going to do anything for me. It's like, I'm not going to daze or stun, so that's not going to do anything. I was like, offense and protection will take it. So here we go. There's this fight. And that does not do anything. I can't even ransom him. You'll note he doesn't even have the ransom on him, so it did absolutely nothing. Get the ability block. That's what we're going for there. And we're just kind of letting him take turns. Yeah, I expand it so I can see how many stacks he's got. 32. I want more. 40. I'm like, okay, that's looking good. Boink. Actually, these debuffs are in. I'm like, 69, that's enough? Nope. So at this point, I'm a little nervous because usually 60-some is enough. I think I make a mistake here. Yep, that was dumb. I don't know why I did that. I think I was hoping it would do a lot of damage. But we're just kind of, I'm like, all right, well, 60 wasn't enough. 38 on top of that, all right. Well, now he can't do it because he's ability blocked. I'm like, okay. So we're just marking time, 56, 66, getting there. 76. I'm like, that's got to be enough. Nope. And I try to figure out why nobody came back, and it's, oh, right. Because he was null. And then I kept going. That was the other mistake. As I kept going, which means he's healing. So we lost. I mean, I left it because I was at a loss. I didn't know what to do. And so I'm like, well, all right, we got to break through the back row, and now I got to figure out what the hell I'm going to do about Starkiller. because I don't want to use any of my GLs. So I'm like, this should work. I think I was checking to see if... Yeah, I was checking to see what immunities I was being given by the Omicrons. There it is. Ability block and healing immunity. I was trying to see if we were immune to daze or turn meter reduction or something like that. Because you don't want them to get the train going. Oh, by the way, I have since, just today, with the Conquest reward, I've given Dr. Afra her 3rd Omicron. So next week we will have all 3 Omicrons on her. Possibly a waste, but I like the character and I want to make her as good as she can be. Also, at some point I need to R7 Zed, but that can wait. So we open with, the standard. I'm stuck behind a taunt right now, and so I blast everyone. And I'm still stuck behind the taunt, so it's like, can I get rid of... Yep, got rid of him. AoE. And there goes IG. I'm like, that's not the end of the world. And, yep, gotta get rid of Visas. There goes Visas. Now I make my mistake. I went for Starkiller. Should not have gone for Starkiller. Because... Yes, I got rid of Starkiller, who's a threat, but now I am stuck. I basically don't get a turn. Once I dropped Visas, I should have gone for Mara Jade. Or maybe Palpatine, but it was only a Relic 5 Mara Jade. I should have gone for Mara Jade. Yeah. It's like, well, poo. On the other hand, I broke the team's synergy, so this cleanup isn't too bad. Just trying to figure out what to do. It's one of those, you don't want too much firepower, but you don't want too little firepower. So I'm scrolling and thinking and trying to decide what I want to do, and then it hits me. Yeah, Tuskens. I'm checking. It's like, okay, so when they gain bonus meter, we're gaining momentum, and once we have 10 momentum, they get stunned if they do anything. I'm like, yep, that'll do it. Because they'll get a bunch of bonus turn meter, so we'll get a bunch of momentum. See, 2, 4, 6 already. Do a little bit of healing. Now we're at 10 and stunned. And so even with, hang on, back up. So, yeah, okay, so that's me checking it. Yeah. Ignore that. So even with a 5-star Gear 10 Warrior and a 5-star Gear 10 Chieftain, we are able... Oops, I went ahead too far. We're able to really wreck. So this was me seeing how many stacks I needed to get the extra damage. There goes Mara. And then it's just cleanup. Yeah, so... I'm really happy that I remembered that I had Tuskens. I would like to pump them up more, but again, just other priorities. If one of them's on a ship node, I might start farming them again, but I think Warrior is Cantina and Chieftain is light side or dark side. So I really don't have room for either of those. So we're moving right along, taking a look at what's in the back. Not too worried. Well, mildly worried about that dash team, I will admit that. But, okay, we got Iden. So we check Iden real quick. Hi, Iden. How you doing? Potency, 25%. We're in the clear. Don't need a datacron. Off we go. Or so I thought. I was a little worried when I saw just how much damage they put out. I was like, oh wow, maybe this isn't going to work. I was like, no, every time they hit me, I'm inflating. Every time I roar, I'm inflating. It's like, I think I'm okay. Just, it got a little scary. And of course, what I wasn't thinking was there's a Kenobi up north still. And Wampa is the best cleanup for solo. I was like, holy cow, they got rid of all my oh, no, I got it all back. Okay. And I'm one-shotting things at this point. So he was the biggest threat. Yeah, I'm doing 140,000. I was like, okay, we're good. Smack. Smack. 68. Yeah, I should have waited to do this and kept Wampa for cleanup, but my thought process here was I want to... Oh, right, I went Sith. My thought process was I'm not going to full clear, but I want to clean out this back zone to have more than 500. And here I was trying to decide what I wanted to do, because Hondo's going first. And I didn't want Hondo to put Darth Nihilus in timeout. So I'm like, Shore Trooper, he pre-taunts. And then I'm looking at the bonuses that I get for all Sith. And I was like, I think I want all Sith. And I was like, oh, OG Sith Trooper. Oh, right. Yeah, that's my frustration. He's on defense with Darth Malgus. I want to do Malak. Like, Malak's a tank. We'll do Malak. He's a tank and he fears. And then that's when I found out that Hondo doesn't have his Omicron. So he doesn't get to go first anyway. So we isolate L3. Don't have to worry about the taunt. We just do that for Dark Frenzy cooldown. And all these assists aren't helping him any. And then it's like, oh, let's get rid of the Gear 12 Vandor. Now nobody can resurrect. Oh, well, that worked. Put you back in stealth. It's like, oh, wait, we should probably be focusing on Hondo, because we don't want him to go bonkers, even though he's only Relic 5. So now we start focusing on Hondo. And do the lunge, and Hondo's in bad shape. And he's almost dead. And now he's gone. So now all we have to do is deal with Nest. Who really, you know, I don't know why I did that. You know, I've got Darth Nihilus, so, you know, there goes Nest. Easy 62. And then we had this, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do here. I decided to try something. Something kind of stupid. Something really stupid. This was not a good plan. If these were better geared, sure, but yeah. But with the this was also a mistake. Yeah, with the gobs of AoEs that this team has, yeah, the bros were down before I even had a chance to do anything. AoE was unwise. But for a while I was like, okay, well, they keep focusing on Ben. He's not going anywhere. I have no idea what any of this crap does. That was me trying to call Ben to assist, but it's only resistance. I did the AoE there because I was hoping that it would finish off Fox, but it didn't. And I'm just like, all right, well, now we'll start working on the Omicron. And they're like, oh no, stop shooting right. Oh, there goes my damage. Yeah, Ben does nothing. And since they keep getting foresight, I'm only hitting every other turn, basically. There we go. Wham! Oh, that didn't do anything. And it's like, well, Ray should keep dodging because, you know, that's what her mastery does, and she's Relic 7. But doesn't last forever. I mean, she's getting a lot of turn meter, but... And then she got hit, and then... Yeah. Like, alright, that was a miserable failure. I should have known better. So, what do I want to use? I'm not even sure what I use here. It's like I could do bounty hunters. Yeah, I was looking at bounty hunters. I decided against it. So I decided to go let it sit while I'm thinking about something else. I'm like, let's go take out Kenobi. It's a pretty reliable counter. Usually. I mean, I do this in arena every day. You know, there are, you know, sometimes stuff's a little different, but for the most part, it's, yeah, all the same. Yep, Chrysanthemum gets killed. They keep throwing bombs at General Kenobi. Give the turn to Jabba. Didn't need to do that because there's no gas, but I was like, why not? Throw the thermal detonator, give him the buff block, switch targets to Cat. Only that we fulfilled our contract. So, put some more bombs on Cat. 14. That's pretty good. Waiting for Boosh. Alright, throw. Detonate. And, oh, Kenobi's not quite dead. So, yeah, there we go. And switch to Padme, because she's annoying. Send the hat. Alright, that takes care of her. Then we just gotta take out Snips. And I thought about the alt, but I decided to wait because I wanted to do it for healing. So I'm like, I want to heal with my alt. And then that happened. Like, okay. Nice. It was at full health, so I guess I didn't need it. I'm like, alright, well, let's do Luke. This is really... You almost never see Luke on defense because C just melts him, and everyone saves C for offense. You see C on defense even less. Well, I decided I wanted a tank to take some of the heat off of C. I was like, I don't know if I need him. I've got Iden, so I might use Shore Trooper with Iden. So I think I just go with a duo. I don't think I add anybody. I'm trying to decide if I even want a Datacron. Oh no, I decided to go with that one. Okay. I think it had protection on it. So, I mean, this is nothing very fancy. You might not see it much, but again, that's just because who the hell puts Luke on defense? Especially with Grandmaster Yoda. This is such a weird team. I'm not sure why you would do this. Because again, nobody puts C on defense. I mean, unless you're really breaking up teams, it's really hard to put C on defense and not have Wampa solo it. And since everybody saves C for offense, why would you put Luke on defense? C just melts him. I mean, he's a hard counter for Jedi Master Luke. And the thing is, even without Watt, he could probably solo this team. It would be a lot dicier, because you can get ability blocked. But, I mean, for the most part, yeah, this is... I don't know why you would put him on defense. Blast, you 135,000, jeez. And Zod. 65 banners. And this one was another one I was unsure what to do because of Vader. I'm thinking I probably made a mistake. I think I probably should have used SLKR. Now, this is me scrolling, just trying to figure out what the hell I want to do, because I'm not sure, because I'm not worried about First Order in the back. I know I can take out First Order, but I'm trying to figure out, because Traya Ami with Savage Ami, that's a brutal team. I didn't think I had enough to do it, so I went with this. I should have checked mods. Because, I mean, this is just absolutely ridiculous overkill. I should have checked mods. I think CLS could have done that. That team was a lot less powerful than I thought it was. I think CLS could have, at the very least, broken its back and left it for a cleanup. So I go with Iden. I was checking her leadership because of things don't work with droids. I was trying to figure out why they went first, and that's what I'm doing here, is I'm trying to figure out what the hell happened. My guess is Iden does not get a bonus turn. She gets 100% turn meter. So they also had loaded turn meter. So because my Iden is not especially fast, that's what happened. You got two people with 100% turn meter. Whoever's faster goes first. So OG Kylo there, he did the AoE, which gives everybody turn meter. And that's why the other people went, and then Iden. But whatever. It was one of those, yeah, we're fine. I mean, we're healing mostly. But yeah, we're fine. We're doing okay. Yeah. So I think what I should have done, the more I think about it, I should have used CLS against Traya. I mean, CLS was the original counter to Traya teams. Because the damage output is just through the roof. You tear yourself apart, but the damage output is ridiculous. So, I think I should have done CLS. I should have checked mods, because I don't think that team was well modded. And so we run CLS and either drop Traya or drop Nihilus. Probably drop Nihilus, because Treya's protected. And also a lot of Savage's bonuses he's not going to get with our C-3PO. Yeah, it was basically just... I should have used CLS on Traya. Because even if it failed, at least I could try another team. But I mean, this is just miserable. My Dark Trooper is nowhere near good enough for this. Also, I don't know if you want range. I think you do. But yeah, we're just... I mean, I don't really even know how this counter works. I just largely know what you need. But I'm not doing anywhere near enough damage. Okay, yay, I got rid of his protection up. And now he takes a turn and now he's got it all back. Yeah. That said, I tried that because like maybe it'll strip it away. I don't think it will, but maybe it... But yeah, my Dark Trooper just does not put out enough damage. So, screw that. I think Kylo... First Order could have done it. SLKR can clean up Lord Vader. So I try this. Like, well, hey, maybe the damage race, you know? Maybe I'll outrace him. CLS is a really good team. And C-3PO, you know, he'll wave, and that'll prevent... And I've got a couple ways to get rid of things. So, that, see, there, now he won't get them. See, boom, there. Oh, it's all gone. So we go all in. Let's wreck them. But Han Solo didn't gain any turn meter. That was a mistake. I need to save that to clear buffs. And now we're dazed. I'm like, well, at least I'm getting some damage in there. I'm like, this, you know, it's not looking great. And then, oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really bad. I'm not sure why I'm not gaining turn meter. I'm not sure why Han wasn't gaining turn meter there. He should be gaining 100%. Oh, because he's not critting. I'm like, alright, next. Yeah, I'm at a loss. Because Boba Fett's really the only one that can take advantage of the buffs. You know, with Vader, he does debuffs, so I can't even. The saber throw won't do me any good. I'm like, let's try Bad Batch. They can remove buffs. They do true damage. They can cleanse. So we do that. Yep, all his buffs are gone. And all the debuffs are gone. He's got healing immunity too. Yeah, there we go. Give it to you. Now we're doing true damage. Maybe? I'm like, oh, this is not looking good. We're not getting the buff immunity. You know, we're making some progress, but it's getting undone almost instantly. So give it to tech, get the heal, or the cleanse. Look at that. I mean, like, we got him in the yellow. We're making progress. You know, you got the locked immunity, but we're still stuck behind that protection up. And, you know, it's like, no. Now we're losing ground. We're taking huge damage. And he's healing. Maybe on auto. And they're like, oh, no, there he's gone. Yep, there he's gone. Yep, not working. And it's just kind of a parade of failure. So we tried GG. The hope on this one was that what's his nuts over there can get a buff block. You know, yeah, right there, and we don't get it. I mean, at least he's wasting turns with paying off the ransom. And I started thinking that maybe, well, maybe this will work. And like, that's not going to do anything. You can't remove turn meter. And that's just not a big enough hit. And the thing is, he's not outrageously modded. It's just taken too much. And, you know, now Newt can't come back. And there goes everything. All my plans. Yeah. I'll try the AoE anyway. Maybe that'll actually do something that I'm not aware of, but no. Yeah, he's doing even better than he was before. Yeah, this is just a testament to me not thinking. I really should have tried something else against Treya. So this was an interesting one. Yeah. The thought is Nest can remove buffs and is hard to kill. And Sith Marauder there, when he throws his sabers, he reduces max health. And Galactic Legends aren't immune to that. It may require a crit, I'm not sure. But I'm like, alright, maybe this will work. Put it on Nest, because she's going to attack out of turn a lot. Oh, and she can also do buff immunity. So I'm like, maybe this will work. There's no Jedi, so that's why Grandmaster Yoda didn't get anything. I mean, the Courage isn't going to do squat. But, you know, maybe, just maybe, this will work. And there goes Cat. I was hoping Cat would survive long enough to do the leap, because, you know, maybe would help. I tried to get the immunity, that didn't happen. And now he's fully healed. And now Nest is dazed. And all her tenacity doesn't make a difference. And he hits so hard. Yep. That's a failure. Yeah, I'm literally looking through everything. So I decided to try Bounty Hunters. Oh yeah, I'm trying to think. Well, maybe maybe the opposite will do something. I doubt it, but maybe. Yeah, he doesn't really even get a turn. Yeah, this fails miserably. And that's when I gave up. So, that's not the final score. He came back. We lost this one. I'm pulling it up on my phone right now. So, as you can see, he cleared... I already knew that he cleared the bottom. For the bottom, he one-shot everything. He then came back and cleared out the top, where he one-shot everything. Then he went to ships, where he beat the Finalizer fleet. He lost twice to my Mace Timeout fleet. He lost twice. He saw 3 reinforcements. Oh, no, wait. You didn't see that. Those are my reinforcements. I can see them. He lost twice to Mace, and I don't think he did anything. Let me see. Does this ship have protection? No. So he either backed out both times or we fully healed. So Mace got 2 holds. On the bottom zone, he beat Santa with 1 shot. It took him 2 tries to beat Radis. And he tried against Malgus once and did absolutely nothing with that. Either backed out or they fully healed. But considering who's in the team, I'm assuming that was he backed out. So we got a lot of holds. The problem is he opened up more zones than I did. That Vader holding me, and I got nothing left. I can't beat that Vader with what's left of my roster. Because I can't beat that Vader, I have lost. My score is 1066. His score is 1163. So he just barely won. Less than 100 points. Which means if I was able to clear that Vader, I'd win. I don't think I'd even need to beat his ships. I don't think he's getting through my ships with 2 losses. I think that means he's tapped out. And Malgus there is probably going to hold. Because he had to go through all that with only with only C. Which he... Where do I think he used C? If I had to guess, probably used C either on the Night Sisters or Gas. If I had to guess. Probably should have saved C for Malgus. So, yeah, unfortunately, we lost. This is a hard loss because I can see where I screwed up. Had I used the resources available to me better, I think I could have full cleared. I think it really comes down to using SLKR on Treya. I think that was a mistake. Let me pull up Star Wars Galaxy Heroes.gg. We want GAC. We don't want. We want. Actually, let's go to Grand Arena Science. Grand Arena Science. 5v5 counters. And we want Darth Treya and Savage, Oppress. Okay, so we've got Imperial Troopers beating Treya. We've got Padme beating Treya. No, that's all we've got. Yeah, so I think I could have taken out... I think I could have done... Why are you only showing 3v3 counters? GAC navigating. GAC counters. 5v5 counters. There we go. We want... Where are you, Darth Treya? There we go. Darth Treya counters. Yep, this is the team. Let's see. C does it. Okay, yeah, I don't want Galactic. Gas can do it. Mirror can do it. Yeah, they've got oh, okay. Troopers has a 16% win. That's not good. Oh, okay. This other Troopers has a 100% win. Riva can do it. Yeah, what a shock. I don't know why this Trooper has a 7% win. Nope, Bounty Hunters can't do it. Gidme looks like it's a 72% chance. I could have done Gidme. Afra's got 0, but I didn't have her available. Gas, more Troopers. A lot of Troopers. I'm not seeing anyone trying. Oh, Qui-Gon Jinn, not so great. I'm not seeing anyone trying CLS. Starkiller can do it. Again, what a shock. Grievous, 0. Oh, there's another Grievous. Oh, that's a Starkiller Treya team. That's interesting. Yeah. So, I guess the moral of the story is, if you see Treya on defense, go for troopers. Yeah. Or gas. Or Gidme. And the thing is, even if Gidme loses, as long as you take out some of the team. Okay, Bad Batch, 0%. Okay. As long as you take out some of the team, you should be able to clean it up. Especially if you take out key players. Well, especially if you take out Nihilus. Once you take him out, you can kind of take your time. But, yeah, go for troopers. Don't go for Night Sisters. Or Radis. Or Trench. Or Grievous. Or... Oh, here we go. Oh, but this was with OG Trooper, not... Okay, so CLS looks like 0%. With no banners. Ooh, that is not good. Add unit. So we want Savage Opress. So I'm thinking, yeah, there's so many GLs. I wish I could filter it to not show me GLs, because that's what we're trying to avoid. But, alright, yeah. Okay, so CLS might not have worked. Looks like Imperial Troopers or Gidme would have worked. Probably by reducing turn meter and then just beating everyone's face in with courage. Alright, so a tough loss, but oh well. We move on, we soldier on. We're kind of just marking time until Leviathan anyway, aren't we? But until next time, folks, hopefully on the real computer so we can do it live. Have a good one.